It's widely considered the best multi-day trek in Ecuador. Contrary to its name, the Quilotoa Loop is a 30-mile point-to-point trek from the small village of Sigchos to the famous Quilotoa Lagoon. The trail meanders through rural communities along the way, giving visitors the chance to see daily life in the Ecuadorian countryside. Dennis and I are just getting started on the Quilotoa Loop. This is approximately a 30-mile walk from the town of Sigchos to the Quilotoa Lake. It's going to take us 3 days to get there. The first day of walking is roughly 9 miles from Sigchos to Isinlivi. The trail drops down to the river and then climbs back up the other side. The route is well marked thanks to signs that were put in place by the Cloud Forest hostel. Just to give you a little bit of context on the Quilotoa Loop, this is supposed to be Ecuador's most popular multi-day hike in the country. If you read up on travel blogs on things to do in Ecuador on a budget, this one will pop up on almost every single one of them. So I would say I have pretty high expectations for this backpacking trip. We made it to our day's destination in Isinlivi. We're at the Llullu Llama hostel, and this one is widely considered to be one of the best hostels in all of Ecuador. Check out this view. Despite yesterday's hike being just a little bit underwhelming, the Llullu Llama hostel totally lives up to the hype. This was really a great place to stay, and if we didn't have to push on, it would be nice to stay longer. After checking out, we got started on the 10-mile walk from Isinlivi to Chugchilan. Even if we weren't particularly impressed with the first day of walking, the second day would make up for it in spades. Good news, bad news situation. Right now, we're only about a mile into the hike, and so far, the views are so much better than yesterday. I was really nervous yesterday because it really wasn't all that exciting of a hike, but so far today is much better. Bad news. Dennis is feeling a little under the weather. Hopefully, maybe after just a little bit of walking, he'll feel a little bit better. This is the part of hiking in Ecuador that just totally sucks. We've just left the riverside. Now we've got an approximately 1,700 foot climb up to Chugchilan. So we reached Chugchilan. My watch tagged it at 8 miles from Isinlivi. We're staying here at the Black Sheep Inn, but there are several other hostels in town. We picked this one just because there's vegetarian meals and it's supposed to be a little bit nicer. It's a bit rainy, so we're just gonna call it a night. We got a fire going, so we're just gonna have cozy early night tonight. Just getting started with day 3, walking from Chugchilan to the Quilotoa Lagoon. I was really nervous this morning because it looked really foggy and rainy, but it seems like it's cleared up, so hopefully we have a nice day of walking. The third day would be the hardest. We still had 10 miles to walk, but the trail would include over 3,000 feet of climbing to get to the edge of the crater. We're about 2 miles into the hike, and it is pretty much all uphill the rest of the way from here. Day 3 is known to be the hardest day, and that's because we've got about 3,000 feet vertically to go up. But so far it's been really beautiful, so hopefully the views just keep on coming. We climbed out of the canyon and walked through a little village, and now we have our first glimpse of the crater. Unfortunately, it looks like we're getting a little bit unlucky with the weather. We still have quite a bit of climbing, but the clouds are already sort of descending into the crater, so we're about 1,000 feet below the rim now. The fog is looking quite thick, and unfortunately, Dennis is feeling quite ill. At this point, we have no choice but to go up anyways, but it looks like it's going to be a disappointing climax. Amazingly, we have somehow managed to beat the fog. It's still an extremely cloudy day, so the lake is not its typical turquoise color, but I'm not going to complain because it looks beautiful and I'm so happy to be up here. Well, we just got so incredibly lucky. We got here, saw the lake, spent like 20 minutes taking photos, and in that time period, the lake just got totally obscured by the fog. It seems like it comes and goes a little, so maybe by the time we walk around, we'll be able to see it again, but at least for now, we've got some dense fog to walk through. We're just approaching the finish point of the trek, and it's just started raining and hailing. I guess that's the Andes for you. Once we get in town, we have to find a way to get to our hotel for the night.